For me, what was it like driving in a vehicle after 6 years, 9 months? All right, I guess this will also be a little bit about my first day out. So, when it came close to getting out, I started getting called to the front to get my ID. It felt more real. First, let me say, time slowed down at that point. Like the last 2 weeks, it felt like time just came to a standstill. And once that day really gets there, it's the day before. You're making phone calls, plans, you know, everybody's blowing you up on JPay and they're excited that you're coming home and telling your family they was just about to write you and all that, but it's all good. You can't hold grudges. People, it's out of sight, out of mind. It is what it is. Shit happens. You're gone. You did it to yourself. You're incarcerated, and then you come home, and everybody was just about
to be on your jock.
Exactly. So, but Monique didn't do that. She was there for me. I got a lot of family and friends that was there for me. I would actually be here forever making that video. Shout out to all y'all. You know who you are. They all helped me and sent me money, answered phone calls. I had like 20 people in rotation that I could call. You know, I think it's just that they know what type of person I am when I try to be there for my friends and family. Yes, when I was on substances, I changed and I was different. I burned a lot of bridges. But it doesn't stay like that as long as you're a decent human being. So back to what I was talking about. The day comes. I'll never forget going down to the front. I was with these two dudes. One dude, his birthday was the same as mine, and his release date was the same as mine. That was weird, remember?
Yeah.
And my release date was also my daughter's birthday because I was going to get out December 5th, 2023. But I took this 6-week course so I could get out one day early on my youngest kid's birthday. We all go outside, and I felt bad because he ain't have no family or nothing, and he's just kind of standing there looking around. And I guess he was getting a ride to the bus stop or something. Mind you, at this point, they'll give you $75 gate pay. And really, you could use it on whatever you want. But that's enough money for you to get wherever you need to go on a bus. And then you're not their problem no more. But they got to give you that because they don't want you adding to the homeless population and hanging out a block away from the prison and committing crimes, I guess. I don't know. We get out there, we're talking. I see Monique, our 3 babies. Well, they weren't babies no more. Mind you, I left when they were 7, 5, and 3. And I'm talking to them. Dude's just kind of standing there by himself. I called him over. And Monique's dad was also there too. Shout out to my father-in-law, Larry. He actually teared up. I ain't never seen him do that in 19 years. I don't think.
Yeah, he did.
You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
That was cool. And, he's tried to keep me on the right path since I met his daughter. I was 16 and she was 14 when we met. He tried to scoop me under his wing, talk to me, have conversation. Like, I hear these things about you. I hear you're in a gang. I see you got tattoos. I don't really like what I'm hearing, but I do like what I'm seeing. And he would say things like, you got a lot of potential. Then he let me move in. We were so young, they wouldn't even let me sleep in the same room as her. But we would sneak in there. Like, I'd come stay the night and shit, and I'd be on the couch. It was crazy. But I keep getting off topic. So the car ride is crazy. After I tell dude, later we gave him some cigarettes and shit. It got lightheaded when I smoked one. I don't even know why that I did it after that long. But I was smoking every time that the pack would touch down. So I would probably smoke 3 times a week, and it was very enjoyable every time. But we get in that car and she's like, where do you want to go? I said, let's stop at M&A right here down the road, which is a block away from Trumbull Walls in Leavittsburg. Trumbull Walls is right outside of Warren City where I'm from. Probably 7 minutes from the house?
What?
Trumbull?
The prison?
Yeah.
Not even.
So we stopped there. I go in there to get cigarettes, and she's like, I need your ID. I had to give her my inmate ID, and I got a pack of Newport Red 100s, a Red Bull, and a bag of gummy bears, because I kept telling her that's what I wanted at the gas station. For years I said that. I don't know why I wanted that combination, but those were the 3 things that I was missing as far as material, snacks, and shit. I chugged this Red Bull. I'm smoking like my third cigarette in 30 minutes, right? I'm in the car, and it got me all jittery. Now, mind you, I already got some mental health shit, so I was kind of like paranoid and had nothing but anxiety for my surroundings. But that car ride felt crazy. Like, it felt like I was on a fucking roller coaster. Every time she would hit the brakes or hit the gas, it felt like she was doing it the wrong way. And I almost forgot. I kept saying, hey, watch out. And she was, her and the kids are all looking at me like, calm down. But for me, everything was extreme feeling. We ended up going to Arby's, right? Yeah, it was the Mr. Good Burger. I seen it on TV. I said I wanted to try it. Wasn't it Arby's?
Yeah, it was the Miss.
Yeah, the Mr. Good Burger, the movie, like the movie on Nickelodeon. So I wanted to try that. I remember eating like half of it, and it fucked my stomach up because I had the cigarettes, the Red Bull, the gummy bears, and now this burger and fries. And you know that greasy food, everybody says it's true. It fucked me up. We went back to their house, and that's where I got paroled to, by the way. So my parole had to go see her family and verify that I was allowed to be there. Because once I went to prison, she sold our trailer. We had this nice ass trailer we got for like $2,800. And yeah, she moved back in with her family. Not only because times got hard, but she admitted later on that she didn't like being there by herself, that it made her feel nervous and shit. So here she is living with our 3 kids at her mom's, but she had a job. And we were there about 90 days, and then we got this house. I got a job too. We both was, trying to save up. We're finally, now we're grateful where we're at, right? We got a lot of good things going for us. A lot of good things. Not just on social media, but in real life. We just kind of hit this area in our life right now where times are hard, because now I'm not working the last couple weeks. I should be getting in where she's at, hopefully, or I'm going to have no choice but to go back to the temp service for shitty pay, or I'm hoping I find somebody with a construction job, even if it's under the table, because they don't care about records and tattoos. Well, as far as what I was just getting at with the, that situation, I got home and I had to go to the bathroom for sure. But then what ends up happening is I get on the phone. I got this phone. I got a free government phone when I came home. And everybody could get one if you want. And I ended up saying immediately I wanted to go to an NA meeting. But I found out my parole gave me, was it 1 hour or 2 hours to meet them at the MAT program. I'm not going to say where I go, but it's a place here in our city. She's also in the MAT program. If you don't know what that is, it's Suboxone. It's a medication that you take to stay off other things. I'm still on them. I take 3 a day with my psych meds and all. It's just crazy. Plus, I hit my pen. So my daily routine, I take my meds, then I take my subs, and then I hit the pen. And that's been my thing for 2 years. But I was drinking a lot, and then it got out of hand. It was changing me. I have like trauma and shit that goes on, so when I would drink, it would come out in aggression. I don't want to be like that. I'll never forget though, sitting down on the bed and messing with this phone for the first time. I've been around a couple phones in the prison for a quick minute. Somebody will be 6'5"ing, while somebody will have the phone out, the jack they call it. But this was the first time I could actually surf. First thing I did, I went and found some of my old favorite YouTubers, Joe Guerrero from After Prison Show, never knowing that he would let me come on his channel very soon after and I would become a prison content creator. But I also found Lockdown 23-1, Jay Williams Let's Live Life, K-Frog TV, Ian Bick with Locked In, JD Delay, Blood on the Reservoir TV, another channel I got to go on, Get It Grip podcast. So I start seeing all this shit as time goes. Christopher Life Willers, I'm doing his interview December 6th. So he'll be my 5th one. I just never would have known back then I was going to become a prison content creator. I just wanted to break that down for y'all, drop a new video. I've been reposting a lot of content and recycling it lately. This was what it was like my first day out. It was nerve-wracking. I had anxiety, and I've been glued to my phone ever since. Stay safe, stay free, stay blessed.